like when you fail or when something is about, she knows. So
some people will tell on you. They be like, I seen so and so there. Did they pass? I'm like, oh, you did you? No, they was in class yesterday. I don't know.
And I had did toe to toe that Saturday, so I'm like, all right, I got it, but failed, right? So came back, I was just devastated again.
And like, I did not tell that brother to go.
No, she did not. She did not say go. So the next time she was like, we talked, and she was like, you didn't tell me you know took your test. I'm like, damn. I'm like, yeah, I know. And so she was like, that's a no-no. And I was like, all right, cool. So I was studying. She quizzed me on toe-to-toe one time for conjunctivitis, y'all, and it took me a long time to like know what it was. I'm thinking to myself like conjunctivitis, oh that shit, that's just pink eye. But for the, you know what I'm saying, anyway. For the test, you gotta know that precautions and everything. So she grilled me on that. It was good. And did I tell you that time I took? No, I didn't tell her that the next time too either. But this time, y'all, what I did was I had just basically took my test, didn't say anything at all, and I waited 10, 11 days after
all that time
to find out, to even get my
didn't even look it up.
I got my certificate or my diploma license in the mail.
Shocked the shit out of them.
Shocked the shit out of me. And I was at work, and at this time I was working at the VA as a medical support assistant. And this is my 10th year. So I'm like, oh shit, I passed. So I was like, everybody, y'all gotta change my pay. So thank God it was like a clinic setting. So I did really good in my job. So the manager was like, hey, well, I can use you as an LPN, new grad, you know.
And LPNs are a big deal at the VA.
And especially
they do a lot more than they do anywhere else, because remember this, you guys, the VA is a federal establishment. It's not bound by state law. So you damn near doing surgery all up in the VA, y'all. And they don't care who you are. They will hire you, but it's hard to get a job there. So I was so proud of him.
Yep, so when I got that job, I told her immediately. And she was like, oh shit, baby boy, we get it. But you still didn't tell me about that. I still didn't say for you to go. So moving forward, I'm like, okay, so cool. So then I took a couple years, like 4 or 5 years, and I just learned my scope. Like I worked
you won an award.
Yep, I won a Daisy Award back in 2016.
He's now when he had won the Daisy, it was like that month 17 of my babies have won a Daisy. I just got another call from Julie Klinowski, just won a Daisy at the clinic. You guys are doing big things out there. Like, you're no ordinary nurse. You are the shit when you leave here. You don't get it while I'm fussing at you, but you are really good when you leave.
Yeah.
I was so proud of you. What did we do about this RN?
So what we did was I took my test, y'all. I went to Kent for the LP and the RN program. Again, on the weekends, every other weekend. It was a good program. You know, so and I had a clinical instructor. Her name was Dawn. She was the shit. She was the second best nurse I've ever, because she the first. She already knows. She the first nurse ever to get me together, knowledge, education.
Dawn was wonderful. She was a wonderful nurse. And
she passed away last year. So when I graduate, keep in mind I failed the semester. It's about 4 points on my mid.
Is it because of COVID, you think?
Yep. And then I had to take the whole class over that following year. So at that point, y'all, I'm like, I don't even want to go through. I'm good with LPN money. Let me just figure this out. But then something told me greater, right? So I did. And so I went back, graduated, did good, whatever the case might be. Took boards on my own. All my friends, they doing their own thing. And I did Booster. Which was with the Kent State program.
That's true. You can't get killed because it wasn't your
fault. Thank you. Don't kill me. So it was cool, great, whatever, but it still didn't impact me like how Shelly did. Like, period. With her, you know, it didn't impact me. So I was like, let me just go take this test. All my friends passed, right?
Oh, no.
I did not. Me and 2 other girls did not pass. So we was just grinding like, oh, we got to pass. We got to do something. I was like, I can't do this shit on my own, y'all. So then I took it again. And then I was just like, I can't do it. Like, I wrote a long post on Facebook, like, I know I'm smart. I know this is what God is meant for me to be. And I was like, what we gonna do? So I called, you know. And so, since I was a Daisy Award winner,
we tricked him.
I came in here. I was about to pay my money.
He always running late. I'm, where the fuck you at?
Yeah, always running late.
I'm coming. I'm like,
the whole class is in here.
We all knew about it.
I didn't know nothing. I'm ready to get my money. Like, come on, let's start. I gotta get this
$900 ready to throw it out there.
Baby, I came in here and Miss Shelly was like, baby, all your work, you know, and my friend was here too, Carlos. And
he came ahead of time. He had called me in advance to pay it forward.
Yeah, because he was gonna pay it for me. So it was just kind of like great. So when I tell you, I came up in here about to shake and fall. She said that my tuition was paid.
And the friend who was gonna pay it forward, I said, keep it.
Yeah. So I was like, what? I was like, shit, Shelly expensive, but I'm about to go ahead. So went ahead. I worked so much because
when was that? What day? What month? Day or roughly
that was like December. That was before Christmas. I know it was before Christmas because it was after my birthday. So
and what month is this?
This is what, March? Yeah. So
$9.89 for 6 months. Is that expensive? Think that through. How much was booster? $5 for how long? 2 weeks.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Maybe 4 max.
Yeah.
5, 6 months, 4 weeks. Y'all want to call me expensive again?
And then, but what they do, and I didn't like, she read it off of, like, read everything out the book.
Really?
Yeah, they read everything out the book.
God bless them.
So it wasn't really much. So she didn't teach me, like, you know, like hyponatremia. She didn't teach me the process, like, you know, she didn't teach me when you do digest and masticate. She didn't. It's none of that kept like sticking to me, but her. So I'm like, I listened to these tapes, y'all, because I wasn't able.
He was an online student.
Yep.
He didn't come in here like y'all. He couldn't. He was working Monday through Friday at the VA.
Yeah.
He couldn't come in.
I couldn't come in, but I was like, I ain't gonna stop me. I'm gonna be up on that internet like, what's up? And I did my questions. I did my NCLEX 4000. I did everything she told me to do in a kind of like a ghost type fashion, because I didn't really.
I like that though, because it's a lot of students like you. I mean, I got people from Australia, London, Philippines. They can't come in here. Are you kidding me? They're doing it just like you are online.
And that's harder.
It works, but it's harder. It's like discipline out the ass. I personally can't do it. I'm not disciplined. This brother here walked in here a nurse.
I was like, look. I was like, and so this is my funny story. So I took it twice, but then this third time that I took it, it was a sense of, I know my shit, right? And I was calm going in there, even though I did not have 75.
That's okay.
And even though the time cut out on me.
You ran out of time.
Baby.
Proof is in the motherfucking pudding.
I read they said the last 60 questions, that's
all they do.
Yep. But you can't stop, like if it's 75, you can't get under 75 or it's automatic.
The last 60 questions is all they look at.
Baby, I don't know what happened. I was sitting on the couch and I got that email because I wasn't gonna check my results at all. Again. I was on YouTube doing something and I looked and it said, congratulations, you have passed your NCLEX. Baby, I fell on that couch. I said, oh my goodness, because y'all don't understand. It was just kind of like a setback, and it's real because
they do get it.
Oh, y'all get it. Oh, y'all. It's like finally, it's just like I did that shit, and you know, I walked into the bathroom on a break, and I was just like, God, it's you and me. And I did, you know, walk outside to get some fresh air for that 5 minutes, and then when like I said, it was a sense of calmness. It's like I started clicking, like I know this. But they did throw a lot of select R's at me, like 12, I counted, and a lot of medications that I never heard of. But again, I was like, I know it ain't that.
We said that earlier.
And I know that's an antibiotic. It's not that. So, boom. I just read what the question asked, applied it, read it again, and it was just like, boom.
How many questions did you get?
I had 92.
Oh, see, you didn't do too bad.
I didn't do too bad.
But you was taking your time.
I took my good old time. and I'm bad at that.
An hour question.
But next time, yeah. But you know.
But do you remember all these years? I say take your time.
Take your time. And that's what I did.
People that run out of time, they pass. They do. You don't believe you can, but you do.
Yeah, I didn't believe. I thought, I was like, nah, I ain't getting, I failed. But nope.
And that wasn't nothing, 92. That was pretty good. So you got a lot of those correct.
Yeah.
Because again, everyone, that's the rule even on the new test. They're only going to look at the last 60. So whatever you call yourself doing when you walked in there is what you did before you got up out of there. Yeah.
So now, y'all, I'm up. It's up now.
Now, what are you going to do? You have such a great life.
So I have a home care
He's also
agency.
on my church choir. He was on our choir for so long, and he don't know, but he inspired me more than I could ever inspire him with his singing. He's the coldest, y'all.
I'm cool. But, I own a home care agency, so that is great for me to, you know, excel with my expertise and, you know, things of that nature. I don't need another RN to do assessments. I can do them. It's
your
just
own company.
My own company, so that's good. On top of working at the VA and psych right now, PRN. But now I really want to get into the ICU. And,
okay, let me know.
Yeah. So I applied to CVI. I applied to.
You're gonna get them all.
Yeah. I applied to everything yesterday, so we gonna see what it is hitting for. So I'm excited.
Congratulations.
Baby, you know it.
I love you, baby. This
right.
boy need to be a nurse practitioner because he cold with it. Y'all don't understand. He cold with it. He didn't get that Daisy Award because he was cute. He got that shit because he cold with it. I mean, for real, for real. And people respect, know, and love you. All over this city, they know this baby.
Yeah.
So,
not today. Now one day. I'm still getting this jitter off of it. Because I was in Atlanta, y'all, literally.
Yeah, that's right.
And I'm just thinking to myself, like, oh, I'm about to party. We about to celebrate. And it was just a good time. I felt a relief, and I got my whole binder right next to me on my bed stand, because I'm still, every day, I'm still going to be looking, reminding myself, Miss Piggy, you know, all of it. So, you know, so I appreciate you. I really do.
You're very
You know, I really do. Like, so y'all, good luck.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I said I had to hurry up and do it for April 1st shit, because I ain't know what I was gonna be doing after April 1st. But y'all gonna be good.
They gonna be alright after this period.
Especially with her, y'all know it. So thank y'all for listening to my story.
Thank you.
Yay!
Yay!
RN, man.
Hey, you already know. But you know what, Shelly? I wanted to do nurse anesthetist.
Yes, that's what I was saying. You're going further, baby. Don't stop. Please don't stop. So you know, to be a CRNA, you do need ICU or ER. And in my field, you needed labor and delivery. So go for it. Yeah. And see, here's the thing. Advanced practice nursing, nurse practitioner, nurse midwife, whatever it is, because I'm a nurse midwife, is nothing. They're boards. You don't hear people failing those. They don't fail those. They're easy. They're just like this, but easier.
Yeah, I receive that because I'm
Tat a club up.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all.